Okay, it is annoyingly frustrating to try to hold my tripod or set my tripod up in here and film at the same time. You can see a line, the second one, that's the joint, the plywood, that line right there, comes out 5 inches from the corner to the edge of the door, back a little bit just to give myself about 3/4 of an inch of room. Come straight across over to here, 5 inches out. My complete width of the trailer inside dimensions are 68 1/4, then it's 21 7/16 from this point to that point. And you can see here my layout. Probably going to shorten these by about 1/8 of an inch on all dimensions just to give myself a little bit of wiggle room, and I can fill in that gap with a bead of silicone caulk. I'm going to cut these out of 1/2 inch plywood and then use 3/4 inch material, probably just scrap wood, to make a cleat. Make a cleat on the wall right here, here all the way around, and in the front I'll do a vertical strip to create kind of like a little I-beam type structure to hold it steady. These aren't going to hold a lot of weight, but I want them to be able to hold probably 60-70 pounds each. Okay, I've got my cleats installed. Left a little bit of gap in the middle just because that doesn't matter, it's just easier. It's not for show. Over here I did a pretty good job on my joints. Here's my first shelf. All I've got to do, I decided to go ahead and use 1/2 inch, mainly just because that's what I have and it's a little cheaper to acquire. Pretty good fit, as you see. Got some bow right there. Once I tie it down and put a strip underneath and above, it will lock that in pretty good. So now I've just got to pre-drill some holes and screw it down. The first shelf is done. It's in place. One of these days I'm going to get in here and paint it. I just put this on with brad nails. I cut a slot for it to fit in. Just fits in there, and that gives it a little bit of rigidity. Goes underneath a little bit, and if I need to I can just pull this off pretty easy because it's got just a little bit of play in there. But all it does is stiffen this up so I can put a fair bit of weight on it without it moving. Here is your version 1.3 tour. I've got my shelves built, tools rearranged, mounted, and right now I'm fixing to finish loading up and get ready to go to a job in the morning. So I've got it as good as I can get it with the time I have available. I'm coming into the trailer. On the right hand side I have my air compressor here. I don't have a lot of hose, and so I have it where I can get the air compressor out and take it with me. Up here I have a very crude electrical setup. I've got two 50-foot extension cords hanging right there, power strip right there. It's going to get changed out with a little heavier duty one, and then that plugs in to the 100-foot cord, and then everything else comes off of this. Continuing on the left side, I have my modular cabinet system. All these cabinets are the same size with the same size drawer slots that can be multiples of each except for the top. And the tops are just small little tray drawers. I built these cabinets to hold specifically these DeWalt stackable organizers. But they're a really good size, and I figured that'd be a good base size. I have these for screws, router bits. I'm going to build another one for electrical. I just have drawers built in place of those that I use to hold this all my measure and marking stuff. My pencil sharpener should be one drawer up, but that's the little tray for my pencils, marking, paper, little things like that. I had to install these little locks. They're just hardboard with screws in. I've tried a few different things, but my tools kept sliding out, so that's the solution I came up with. It's pretty quick to walk down. I've broken a few of them off because I'm just not in the habit of flipping the switch down, basically. I have a few more empty slots. I have one. This is my router's here, but it will not stay there. My other router is in this box. I have a one empty thing underneath it. So once I get my router out of there, I'll have 3 more empty slots. 3, 4, 5 empty slots in the system. And then whenever I get tool organizers built up here, eventually I'm going to install a workbench top on top of here. I have some nice old southern yellow pine that I'm going to build a solid workbench top off of all the way to the edge right there. So now if you move over to the left side, we'll start at the top. At the top I just have all my clamps clamped to the I-beam. It's a great solution. They're out of the way. I don't hit my head because I'm not very tall. I have all my clamps in here except for my 5-foot pipe clamps. I think they're so heavy that they would fall. So I've got my Craftsman Professional table saw mounted to a Bosch gravity rise stand. I have my Craftsman miter saw that I've done 2 separate reviews on. It's a pretty good saw for the money on a Delta gravity rise style stand. This thing is, from everything I can tell, is an exact clone of the Rigid, but it's about $40 to $50 cheaper on average. Over here is where we're not done yet. I've got 2 multifunction slabs. I did that video a few months ago. So I've got 2 of these modular multi-purpose slabs, ladder, dolly, step ladder, and they're all strapped right here. Eventually there's going to be kind of a garage here that holds these with a few more of the DeWalt folding adjustable height sawhorses. Those are also very good. And then on top of it I'll probably do a Pollock style tool organizer divider system, kind of like I did in my truck toolbox. And what I really accomplished today is this guy. I have 3 shelves here. It's the bottom unit from the floor up is 32 inches. That allows me to slide a trash can, my painting rolling toolbox, spare tire, and shop vac all go right there. Above that is we got some, got some trash bags, drop cloths. In the tote in the center is all my shop vac, hoses, accessories, and filter bags. And then I just have my everyday go-to go bag. That's what I call it. But it's just my little carpentry bag. Above that, just got some miscellaneous painting stuff. I've got big roll of plastic, a few 9-inch rolls for my tape gun and paper gun, drills of paint, my little Wagner sprayer, a rigid modular thing right there that I keep some drill bits and saw blades in. Up there, this guy's empty right now, so that's there, and I've got a tarp that just does that. So this is the shelves, really great. I'm loving that I got the V-nose. It starts out at 5 inches deep over here, and then goes to 21 inches deep, and then back to 5. And so you get a lot of storage, but it is odd shaped storage, so you just have to be creative how you use it. But it works. So I've got 20 inches to here, 12 inches, and then 12 more inches right there. That's just how the math worked out.